Hey, what is going on, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a minute since I've released my last video, but today I was inspired. ProjectSAM, who I am a huge fan of, I've been a fan of ProjectSAM since I think 2010, sometime around there is when I first bought Symphobia. And I gotta say, the first time I played Symphobia, I was absolutely mind blown. There was nothing like it on the market. It was, I think, maybe not the first time that a developer created ensemble patches or on like an ensemble library, but I know that it was the first time a developer created an ensemble library to this extent and to this magnitude. And it truly was a game changer. There really was just nothing like it. And not just the concept, but the quality as well. The sound quality was just, it sounded like you had a real orchestra at your fingertips. And it was just so much fun and so inspiring to play. And I can't, for those of you who don't remember, who weren't in the music scene at that time, it's almost difficult to express just how exciting it was to play a library like that, just because it felt so new and so fresh. And years went by, and ProjectSAM continued to update the library. They did several updates to Symphobia as well as their other libraries. ProjectSAM has been absolutely awesome about that, and it's always been free. The updates have always been free. They've always shown a great deal of love and respect towards their customers, and it's incredibly appreciated. But aside from that, ProjectSAM has done it again. They've released another update, and this by far blows all of the other updates out of the water. In a lot of ways, this new update feels like a new library. Because the GUI is totally different, the layout is completely different, and it is without a doubt the most intuitive GUI that ProjectSAM has put out. It is so easy to understand. All the graphics are beautifully laid out, and it's overall just a very, very pretty GUI. Absolutely one of my favorites, no doubt about it. In fact, I wish more developers not only gave their customers free updates, but took a little more time to organize their libraries to make it a bit more intuitive and user-friendly. So let's dive right into this and talk about a couple of features that stood out to me the first time I played this. By the way, I'm still new to this update. I've only spent maybe an hour with it, so there's still a lot that I'm learning. So bear with me. But I will say that I'm incredibly impressed by what ProjectSAM has done. You can tell that they love their libraries. They love being able to go back and rejuvenate the sample libraries that they created so long ago, and it just adds so much more value to the library. It makes it a true living library, and this is a testament to that. So, unlike the other Symphobias, the new update only has one patch. And when I first heard about that, I was kind of hesitant because I was thinking, oh great, it's going to take forever to load because all of the articulations and everything that's contained within the library is going to load up. But I'm currently running this off of a standard hard drive, and it runs super smooth. It doesn't take long at all to load up. I'll show you right now how long it takes to load. And boom, it's there. So this new update comes with one patch. And so as you can see, this is Symphobia 2 right here. And you have all these other patches here. And it was somewhat cumbersome trying to sift through... Oh, I don't know who's calling me. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. Don't you just love it when you get a phone call right in the middle of a YouTube video? Okay, let's get back to brass tacks. So, as I was saying, the GUI is beautifully laid out, and you just have one simple patch here. And all you have to do is click on that, click anywhere on the screen, and this is what I love about this new GUI. Everything is beautifully organized and filed. And I mean, this is, if you have OCD, this is a dream come true for you, because it's so neat and so tidy, and it's so easy to find exactly what you're looking for. It's broken down into multis, instruments, and articulations. I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the best GUIs ever made, like ever. So before I continue to geek out on the GUI itself, let's talk about a couple of the features here. One thing that's really cool are the multis, and when you load one up, I love this, by the way. Let's do that again. I don't know if you saw that, but this is honestly one of my favorite things about this library. When you load one up, see how it loads from left to right? I've never seen a library do this before. See how it loads down here too? That is the coolest freaking thing ever. I could just do that all day, where I'm just like, I'm just not even playing, but just loading up multis. Okay, so enough farting around. What's really cool, the thing that I wanted to talk about, was the feature that allows you to create your own multis. So here we have one, Rose Line. Okay, so if you wanted to, all you have to do is go in. If you wanted to change something, all you have to do is go into one of these instrument sections and click on the articulation that you want. How freaking cool is that? The other thing that I wanted to point out, which I absolutely love, here, let's load up a different multi here. Let's see here. Let's go into suspense, because you know me, I'm all about the suspense and the horror stuff. And this right here, so I'm old, so it's kind of hard to explain, but because you can't see it. But when I play this, if you look down here, it looks like I'm actually holding down more than one note. But here's the kicker. I'm only holding down one note on my keyboard. This is badass. It shows you what the chord is, what notes make up the chord. So even though I'm only holding, let's say, a C note, it shows the other notes within that chord. So I'm only holding down 3 notes there, but it shows 5 or 6. So it shows you the chord that you hear, which is bloody brilliant. I love that. I wish other libraries that were like chord based did that. There's so many that don't do that though. Like Spitfire's Bernard Herrmann library, there's like chord patches in there. They don't show you let me just pull that one up really quick. So this is the Bernard Herrmann Composer Toolkit from Spitfire, needless to say. And when you hold down a note, it plays the chord. But it doesn't show you what chord it is. It doesn't show you all the notes that are within that chord. Whereas Symphobia does. Like that is how come other developers haven't done this? Maybe they have and I just don't know about it. But let's see. That's not chord based. Let me see if I can find another one that is chord based. So I guess it doesn't do it for all of them. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So it only does it for a couple, I guess. For some. Doesn't do it for all of them. That's weird. I would have loved to have seen... Okay. All right. ProjectSAM had me on that one. So this one's doing it. That is a pretty sounding patch, by the way. But you can see that it shows the... I'm only holding down one note. I'm holding down an E note, but it shows you all the notes in the chord. I wish Spitfire would have done that with this library. Anyways, apples and oranges, I guess. So that's one really cool feature that I freaking love about this new Symphobia. The other one is the fact that when you load up any instrument, let's just go to strings, all of the articulations load up, and you can probably, I wonder if you can deselect them. Yep, you sure can. So if you hold down your command, command, and then you just click on the articulation, it's the same thing with CSS, the exact same concept. So I love that. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant. And then one thing that's really cool is the simplicity of the mic positions. You have a close and a stage, and if you click on this, you can actually combine the two. So if you wanted just a close sound, you can do that too. By the way, I love the Sordino in this. Check out how pretty sounding these consordinos are. Let's add some low end here. It's just a pretty sound. Anyways, before I get too carried away with that, so we talked about creating multis. We talked about the navigation. It's just so well laid out. Look at that. That's cool. Okay, cool. Now we're talking. So you can actually this is so off the cuff, guys. I apologize for my mumbling and stumbling, but I'm learning along. You guys are learning with me. But what's cool is that if you click on the speaker, it samples. It samples the actual instrument. It's so cool. It's clear that ProjectSAM took their time to take a classic and re-innovate it. Not only re-innovate it, but reinvent it as well. It is this. I don't even consider this an update. It's almost too big and too grand to be considered an update. This to me feels like a brand new library. Not only does Symphobia hold up to this day, and that's the thing, like ProjectSAM, when they made this library, you can tell that they dumped everything they had into it, which is why it holds up today. It's why composers, professional composers, and hobbyists alike still reach for Symphobia, because it's almost like they caught lightning in a bottle. It is a very unique and special library. I know I'm coming across as like a fanboy right now. I know I sound like a fanboy, but it's true. Like I said, I'm not getting paid to say any of this stuff. This is coming from the bottom of my heart. And I'm so pumped and I'm so excited that ProjectSAM finally went back and created an update that turned this library into, even though it was already stunning, it just took it to the next level on every level. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, as I am trying to build my channel. And until next time, I'm Mike Fox, and this has been Fox Audio. Happy holidays, everyone. Peace.